Tonight, we're learning new details about how potential negotiations between the U.S. and Iran fell apart in the final hours before the ceasefire was extended. Multiple sources tell ABC News the U.S. sent Iran a list of broad points they hoped Iran would agree to ahead of in person negotiations, and as time ran out yesterday, the administration had not received a response. The New York Post reports that in a text exchange, President Trump suggests talks could resume as soon as Friday, writing, "It's possible," when asked about the potential for negotiations. In the past several days, the president has insisted it was highly unlikely he'd agree to extend that ceasefire before doing just that. And Mr. Trump has repeatedly threatened to escalate attacks on Iran's infrastructure. Gas is now averaging $4.02 a gallon in the U.S., a fifth of the world's global oil supply passes through the Strait of Hormuz, and analysts say prices won't come down until traffic returns to normal. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent today dismissed concerns about the long-term impact.
I think the conflict will end. I think gasoline prices will come back to where they were or perhaps lower as they did. That is path dependent on when the war and the conflict end.
But the tension is only escalating at sea as both the U.S. and Iran assert control over the Strait of Hormuz. Iran firing on 3 ships today, saying it seized 2 of them. The U.S. naval blockade is targeting Iran's economy, preventing ships from entering and leaving Iranian ports, a move Iran's parliament speaker has blasted as bullying, writing on social media, quote, "Reopening the Strait of Hormuz is impossible with such a flagrant breach of the ceasefire."